This is now the 6th proper video I'm posting on this channel, and to me, this has been the most successful attempt ever when it comes to metrics on the platform. The first video I posted is now at 1.7k views, which is insane to me, because from my prior videos, I had estimated that one to get 10 views at max. It meant a lot, getting that many views and likes, since it was just me talking over some material I filmed at the gym, with minimal editing and no music whatsoever. I wanted the message to stand out, and for the first time it felt like I did just that. It felt like many people stayed there just for me and what I had to say. Since young age I've wanted to make content, but ultimately have never started. I've given myself every excuse and reason as to why I couldn't start. I'm not interesting enough, I can't come up with a niche I would post in, nobody will watch it either way, everyone will just think of me as cringe. All of those things I told myself, but never did I tell myself to just start and learn everything else after that. Now I've done 6 videos that I'm pretty proud of, and that's more than I've done in the past. And I know the other videos haven't done as well as the first one, but what matters to me is that at least one person gets something out of my videos. If I can manage to help at least one person, I am more than glad to spend hours on one singular video. Now on the other hand, what I'd like to see from this channel in the future is that with the growth that will be happening, I will start adding more layers to my content in efforts to try and bring out the most authentic me out on the screen for you, the viewer. I am not here just to make content for you to watch. I want to create connections and bring people together as one community. And in addition to creating helpful or guiding content, I just want to show you glimpses of my days and introduce you to the way I live my life. My life is at the brink of changing into something really awesome or really awful, kind of. I am applying into this university where you can major in sports science, and it just happens to be that this is the only university to have this line of study in the whole country that I live in. This means that getting in is as hard as stumbling into the place by an accident on your walk home. In a week I will be taking the aptitude test for this school, which is a collection of over 10 different sports that are all scored by your performance, as well as a more educational exam that is meant to test your educational level and if you're fit to be a teacher in the first place. Now, I have never been really good at school, as in I have never studied and suffered the consequences of it. But this time it is different. I passed the first phase of the exam, and it feels like this is one of the best chances I can have getting in the school. Everyone starts on an equal footing in the test, and I might have not been the greatest at studying, but all that time I could have used for studying, I spent exercising and practicing what these people are testing. I am telling you this because the way this test goes will determine the way I make my content. Since if I do get in, I will now be studying the thing I make content about. And getting into a university is bound to make my life more interesting, and with a more, I guess, interesting life, I can make more videos about it. Share more stuff about it. Struggles, wins, what's it like, I guess. But yeah, there are many reasons why I started making content and why I still create despite not having thousands of views and subscribers. And I wanted to talk about them as well. Yes, this video is all over the place, but that's how I am as well, and I try to minimize it as much as possible. But for this one, I think it is not as necessary. First reason I started making content was to help people and make a community that can be a safe environment for nerds like me to be themselves. And I know that is 2 things, but that's why I don't teach you math and instead make these videos about nerding around while spamming cable machines. The second reason I started is that I want to improve as much as possible, and how you usually improve is outside your comfort zone, and this for me is exactly that. Being open in front of however many people end up watching this is as far as you can get out of my comfort zone. And the reason I want to improve is that because of reason number 1. To help more people, to extend my reach, I have to be better at this. The larger my audience, the larger my reach is, and the more people I can help, I guess. Third reason is that I really just feel like if there is one thing I was meant for and where I can use all my traits and shine, it's this. Creating and inspiring, entertaining, guiding and helping others through something I am passionate about. And those are pretty much the main reasons. But to end this video off with something less chaotic, just wanted to say that the way I want to help people is to inspire them to be their best selves. I believe everyone has the potential to be great, and in many it is just hidden under layers of self-doubt and insecurity. I used to be the same way. I'm here to try and dig you out of that mud you've covered yourself with. I want you to be you, but not just the current one, but the best version of you that there possibly could be. And that's all. See you in the next one, and never forget to make the world a little better place. And never forget to make the world a little better place, even if it is one dice roll at a time.